Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. All praises and all honor and all glory unto Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who rule well. Salutations to the Akim in the four winds, preaching in truth and sincerity, risking their lives more now than ever. The hopeful elect, Shalom. To the Israelite foreigners whose phenotype may look like another nation, but bloodline goes back to Israel through their father and have come back to the fold. Shalom. To you sisters, you Aquathium, listening and learning under your husband, which is your spiritual leader, with meekness and with silence. This is your brother Aram Yahweh with the lesson. And let's get to it.
I'm not a Jew, I'm not a Hebrew, I'm not an Israelite. For my ancestor them no name Abraham, Isaac and Jacob. For my ancestor them name Oduduwa and Orunmila.
Oh, wait. Remember that right there, right? Right there, we're going to get into that. Right there. Yeah. So, yeah, this degenerate, man, talking about he's not a Israelite and saying all these names. So this is one of the first names that pulled up that he was talking about, the Adadua or whatever, was a Yoruba divine king, right? According to tradition, he was the holder of the title of the Orana of the La Neefena, the Yoruba holy city, which sounds familiar about a holy city, right? When you deal with the Israelites having a holy city. He was not only the first ruler of a unified Lafayette, but also the progenitor, right? Saying he's the beginning of this, whatever, of the various independent royal was it dynasties, right? In a Yoruba land, and ancestor of the numerous crown kings. So don't really, I just typed in history, as you could see, and it didn't give you much, but they're saying that these people are this, right? This is the sun. This is the voice of the nation, the sun, right? I don't know how, but it says Abraham, Isaac, and Oduwa, right? Of the Igbo is Isha, right? Too often, the pre-record history of the Igbo, which is a pre-record. It's a pre-record from what the self-proclaimed so-called white man wants to pronounce on them. It's a pre-record. So anything that's pre, it means before, right? So listen to the Edomites, which this dude must be following behind them, getting paid or something. Why he just coming out just saying, I'm not Abraham, Isaac, or Jacob. Right there. It's saying this with the Igbos belief. Abraham and Oduduwa, right? That same name he said. Right? Right? Often the pre-record history of the Igbo, is left in the hands of makers, right? So this is, this is a self-proclaimed white man writing this. Oh yeah, their prehistory is in myth makers, right? Who have an agenda to push. For instance, a matriarch in Amulet, Larry, yeah, Lori, Lori, Amulara, are claiming that the founder father of the Igbo Abraham or the Oduduwa is Er. Are they wrong? Are they wrong for saying that? That they go back to Abraham, basically Isaac and Jacob. Basically, that's what they're saying. So, are they wrong? Perhaps not. But are they any in? Are they in any way, any sense historically right? Nope, they're not right. They're saying this predates this, and it's this and that, but nah, right? Yeah, so this is I don't know what this is from. Right here, Guardian, Nigeria. The the Guardian. It's about Nigeria. So, the Guardian, yes, the Guardian. Right, the Guardian, so-called like a news article, magazine type thing. Guardian. It says it is believed that the Igbo people, which is the Odua, like the dude was saying, running his mouth, people descend from Eir, right, which really goes but to Eber, right? Eber means to carry over, which means Hebrew. A divine figure who, according to folklore, right? Folklore, which basically they're saying that this shit is just make believe, right? This is what they did, because these are white people writing this, man. The so-called Jewish are writing this. Was sent from heaven to begin civilization. Er, or really go back to Eber, was the son of Gad, and Gad was one of the sons of Jacob, right? Which would be Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, from his concubine, as mentioned in the Bible. But this guy says that they have nothing to do with the Bible. They have nothing to do with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right? But this is what it's saying these people believe in. Though the devil's trying to write it down as if it's make believe, it's folklore, it's someone who has these mythology ways of their prehistory. I have a prehistory, but my prehistory is based on mythology, or it's on a folklore, right? You know what I mean? This month believes the devil, man. That's all that is at the end of the day. You know? These dudes are paid off, man. So I'm gonna prove to you these dudes got to be paid off. I don't know who paying them. Well, we probably know Amalek's paying them, but and if you're not getting paid, you're just a silly The Lord said, "My people are foolish," right?
This is Nigeria, the seventh most populated country in the world. And every day within this dizzying frenzy, thousands stop what they're doing for Mincha, the traditional Jewish afternoon prayer. This community of Nigerian Jews belongs to the country's third ethnic group, the Igbo. They claim to be descendants of a lost tribe of Israel, and today observe religious practices very similar to rabbinical Judaism, although it's not always easy.
You cook for food on Shabbat, you preserve it to make it warm.
I'm gonna come right here and get one more witness, since this is one of these dudes who love the self-proclaimed so-called white man so much. We're gonna let the so-called white man tell you that you're an Israelite, that you are an Israelite, but you don't got to claim it. You know what I mean? It's whatever, because the Lord ain't coming for Jamaicans. The Lord ain't coming for Puerto Ricans. The Lord ain't coming for Mexicans. The Lord ain't coming for Native Americans, right? The Lord ain't coming for black or African American. So you claim whatever you want to claim, but we're doing this for truth's sake, man.
And I'd like to now bring up another interesting place that you find descendants of the Israelites, but may not necessarily be from the 10 tribes, but will also play a role. And it shouldn't be overlooked. It's a very serious scenario. This is in Africa. Africa has perhaps hundreds of millions of people with this identity right now of being from the people of Israel. Does that mean they were from the 10 tribes? Likely not. We were taught by the historians and within our own traditions that when the Romans conquered Judea, a few hundred years after that the tribes of Israel went into exile, perhaps millions of Judeans were sold into slavery. Into Africa,
Yeah.
Rome.
According to the to Babylon Timbuktu, it was black Jews who fled into Africa, right? And I know the dude Rudolph R. Wenzler, whatever, who wrote it. He put the so-called modern term black Jewish slaves, just so it's not like he's trying to be so-called anti, sim, So, but basically we're Jews, not Jewish, right? But yeah, regardless, black Jewish slaves, right?
Deep into Africa. And if you look now, you're seeing people who are most likely the descendants of those slaves who kept true. I'd like to bring up a few specific examples because they're going to be game changers. One of them wrote letters to Israel when it became a state. And they said, we're Israelites out in Africa. Everyone laughed at them and they said, African Israelites, these people are just trying to jump on the first world country bandwagon. They're living in a third world country, they got nothing. We're coming to Israel, we got innovation, technology. So they're trying to get on this train because there's such a thing called the right of return. All descendants of the Jewish people from around the world are able to move to Israel. So they said we were also. And everyone kind of laughed at them, like I said. And a few people took it serious and went out there and started studying them, learned about their culture. And a professor from Duke University went out there and did DNA testing on them. And he showed not only do they share Semitic genes from people who were in Yemen and back to the Middle East, these gentlemen, a large percent of them, have the Y chromosome to be Kohanim, to be priests. Now, if anyone who doesn't know, a priest is a specific family clan of the nation of Israel who come from Aaron, the brother of Moses, who was the first priest. And anyone descended from Aaron has the status title priest. And we found that these men in this village in South Africa called Lemba, L-E-M-B-A, carry this genetic marker to let us know that they share the same as from the Sephardic and the Ashkenaz and the population of the people in Israel today. They share the same exact DNA marker. That's mind-blowing. So everyone kind of got humbled a little bit who who laughed at them and said, now what? Now what do we do about this? This could have tremendous implications. Another area in Africa you have something big happening is in Nigeria. You have the Igbo people, or Igbo, pronounced either way.
The Igbo. Hello, come on now. Nigeria, slave coast, where we came from, right?
There's 40 million of them. Also Christians, like I spoke about before, how that could happen to the children of Israel very easily. But also a lot of them are now coming out and converting back or adopting the rules of the Torah without all the paganism that they've been practicing for hundreds of years. There's been books written about it from scholars in Nigeria, from scholars from the Jewish people. And where it gets interesting is, in America, there was a slave trade. And a lot of the slaves, a very high percentage of them, came from Western Nigerian ports. And in America today, you see a very large movement of African Americans who say that they're the real chosen people, that they're the children of Israel, they're the Judeans.
Yeah. Hey, case closed, book shut. You know what I mean? Game, set, match. You know what I'm saying? Well, I mean, what more do you want, man? You know what I'm saying? Checkmate, man. This is chess and not checkers, man. Right? Checkmate, man. Checkmate, man. Right? The phone had to chime in on that, man. Checkmate. You know? So now that we've destroyed this idiot, let's see him.
I'm not a Jew, I'm not a Hebrew, I'm not an Israelite. See my ancestor them no name Abraham, Isaac and Jacob. See my ancestor them name Odudua and Orunmila. See my ancestor them name Abrewa and Kwekuanansi. See my ancestor them name Mojenge and Machunde and Mondongo. See my ancestor them name Nana or Nani. See my ancestor them name Taki and Opongo. See my ancestor them name Busa and Klas. See my ancestor them name Unganga Zumba and Zumbi. See my ancestor them name Adbaraya Toya and Shaka and Nandi. Nobody never see me ancestor them. We now beg nobody else's ancestor. And furthermore, we not give praises to no divine being. We don't recognize and can't understand the name of see me ancestor them. Oh, I'm not a Jew.
Let me start right here. I'm in Bible Hub. I'm gonna start right here. For the King James version, it says, "For my people, right? You Israelites, you so-called Black, Hispanic, Native Indian, right? Those who are over there, so-called Jamaica, which is wet log or whatever it's whatever Jamaica's really supposed to mean, a wet stick or wet log or whatever. You know what I mean? You're calling yourself wet log. You know what I'm saying? And you're all proud. My people are not this. You look stupid, man. We're gonna make a fool out of you, man, because that's what it is. My people is foolish, and that's what you are, man. You're just running your mouth, and it wasn't even that. I'm not super deep in scholarism or anything like that. I'm not the brightest bulb anywhere, right? But it took a quick little small little Google search, quick little searches, quick little things, and I found out, boom, oh, that name that you said, oh, that goes back to Israelites, or these people even believe that they're Israelites. You said your people have nothing to do with divine divinity gods, and then it said that these people do believe in a divine God. So you're full of it, man. You don't know what you're talking about. You just thought if you say a bunch of little words, put the black and green thing behind you, a bunch of all black mind niggas will praise you, which they did, because I seen all those numbers, all the thumbs ups or whatever they wanted to do. But hey, look, 2/3, which is an awful lot of Israel, gonna have to die anyway. So convert that shit and do that shit. You know, let them idiotic, foolish children follow you. It says they have not known me. You don't know the Lord. You're actually literally speaking Hebrew words and you don't even know it. Silly guy. They are shottish children and they have none understanding, right? You have no understanding what you're even really saying. But you thought if you sound, oh, my people are this, and they say all these, you just sound so intelligent. You sound great. With all them other dudes who thumbed it up, they didn't even know what you were talking about. Right? They just knew you was saying, let's just be black. With no heritage. Because even when you go look up that thing, they really don't give you anything. The old Oduwa. When you look that up, I was looking it up. I was looking for a bunch of stuff for a long time. And they basically give you the runaround. That's how you know that you're the Israelites, man. They was for someone, they know more about the goddamn dinosaurs who so-called in their mind lived millions and millions of years. But here are you are people who continue to live to this day and you have a history, but they tell you your prehistory don't mean a goddamn thing. You don't know what you're talking about. It's mythology. So they know more about the dinosaurs than they know about you niggas, man. But you're full, you have no understanding. They are wise to do evil, right? And to mislead the Lord's children back into darkness or back into black. I'm black and I'm proud is an evil thing to do. But to do good, they have no knowledge. Let me read this one, the first one. This is the New International Version. My people are foolish. They do not know me. They are senseless. And that's ultimately what you did. It was a senseless thing for you to just come on there and say all that bullshit, man. Senseless. Children. They have no understanding. They are skilled. Skilled. You're not skilled in actual knowledge. You're literally saying Hebrew words and don't even know that you're saying it. You know what I'm saying? That thing goes back to being Ibar, right? Which basically means Hebrew, right? It says they are skilled in doing evil. They know not how to do good. Yeah, that's you, silly nigga. You know what I'm saying? What's this other one? That was another good one. I guess this one just says it plain. My children are foolish and do not know me. Say the Lord Yahweh. Bashem Yahweh Shai. They are stupid children who have no understanding. They are clever enough at doing evil, doing wrong, so like yeah. But they have no idea how to do right. Right, man. That's this guy, man. It says I'm just gonna get to this right quick. It says in Luke 3:34, which was the son of Jacob, right? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which was the son of Isaac, and the son of Abraham, and the son of Terah, which was the son of Nachor, which was the son of Sharach, Sarach, and was the son of Ragara, and was the son of Phalasa, Phalalek, Philomelech, which was the son of, was it? Well, they put Ebar, but it's Habar, which goes into Hebrew. That's where Ebo comes from, right? Which was the son of Shelah, right? Which goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right? Which is, which are their descendants, right? Yeah, so going back over that, pretty much the same thing, but this is in Genesis, and Shelah lived 30 years and begot Eber, right? Which goes into Ebo, which basically goes into that the Abduwa, basically. However they try to change it, trying to, disguise it, right? And Shelah lived after he begot Eber, which goes into Hebrew, right? Which is the same thing as the Ebo, 403 years, and begot sons and daughters, and Eber lived 430 years and begot Beleg. And Eber lived after he got Beleg 430 years and begot sons and daughters, right? So that goes into that whole thing. So the dude was speaking Hebrew, which goes back to Eber, which means to pass over, right? To carry over, right? Which basically means the old language, the Lashawan Quadash, right? And didn't even know it. Yeah, so this is Isaiah chapter 1, verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner, the ass his master's crib, but Israel doeth not know, my people doeth not consider. Right? See, he's not considering the words that he's saying, or even really truly going back and looking at it, and looking at even the history. If you know that that's your people, why didn't you go back and see that your people, which goes back to the Ebos, the Oduwa, or whatever, how I can't say it the right way, the Abduwa was basically the same as the Ebos, and the Ebos are saying that they're descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And then the white man's trying to cover it up, saying, oh, their prehistory is just a myth. Oh, their thing is all just, what did it say? Something about folklore. Yeah, it's myth and folklore, which is basically just, a way to throw it off. But then another white man who's actually studied. So, what's his name? He's the devil, but he is studied. Oh, I would say he's a scholar, because a scholar means you study, and he studied more than whatever these devils that wrote these articles. You know what I mean? These devils that write these articles are just to write it and to be dismissive. But these are people who don't know anything. But you'll read these articles and say, "Well, yep, see, the article said no." You go to the scholars, right? Rabbi Harry Rosenberg said, you Jakes in America go back to these Ebos, and these Ebos are Israelites. Man. And there's so many more other other tribes that actually, man, just cut it out, man. I mean, but you don't even consider, sinful nation a people laden with iniquity, and that's ultimately what you're doing. You're leading them into black, away from the Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, but that's okay. Listen, somebody got to be destroyed. Somebody got to be the sacrifice for the elect's sake. Why not you? The nigga who don't mind saying, I am not a Hebrew Israelite, right? Well, good. Right? Says a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. See, and ultimately what you're saying is that's corruption. And so when you're speaking corrupted, that means you're just corrupters. They have forsaken Yahweh, right? Ultimately, but his son came and died for him, for us, for the nation, right? So you're forsaking the son too. You're forsaking the only sacrifice that could save you. They have what? Provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backwards. Why should ye be stricken anymore? And ultimately that's what the Lord's finna come do. He's finna come down with the hammer. Why leave you stricken anymore? Why leave you in this bizarre, corrupted state that you're willing to be a corrupter of many other Israelites, man? Ye will revolt more, and yeah, that's all you're doing. You're just revolting. You don't know why you're revolting. You just I ain't. This is the greatest thing known to man. Why do you think there's been so many? Listen, lots of people died over the Bible. Listen, that means there's power in it. This is treasure, right? You ain't seen the movie, The Book of Eli? It's power. It's power in that book, man. That's how you, man. Listen, that's how you run the world. Who the world ignorantly say that are think that the people, which they're Jewish, they're ruling the world, saying that they're the people of the Bible, though they do not hold up any statues in the Bible, right? except for collecting money, right? That's the only thing they hold out of the Bible. The only thing they hold up is being able to collect money. Oh, you're a tributary? Yep, that's in the Bible. Yep, pay me my money. And that's it. After that, they hold up no values of the Bible. It says, ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick, right? Starting with Judah. And the whole heart faint, which is another way of saying your mind is faint, right? Because you don't really want to get into this. Your mind is faint. It'll be too much for you to have to give up the pork, the shrimp, the crab, the lobster, the blunt smoking, the video games all night, right? Worshiping the so-called white man. You don't want to give that up. That in itself is a drug, man. Worshiping Esau, man. From the soles of the feet even unto the head, there is no soundness in it, right? There ain't no soundness of saying you're black. I'm from this, and I'm black. But wounds and bruises and putrefying sores, they have not been closed, neither bound up, neither mollified with ointment, man. And that's ultimately what it is, man. You niggas is sick, and not in a good way. You know, like back in the day, we was like, man, that's sick. Saying it was like cool, like the person was like really good, like Michael Jordan. You know, he do like that, jump from the free throw line, do all these different things, shoot from way, be like, that's sick. No, not sick like that. Sick as in you're not all sound. Black has no. Even if you even go to the thing, you're saying you come from this culture, but your culture that you say you come from, believe that they the goddamn Jews. You don't make sense, man. Yeah, man. So this is a matter of fact, let's go. Let's might as well just light these up too. Try to go through it real quick. It says Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai in Zion, which means memorial, man, to remember the Israelites, which he's really gonna remember the elect, is not her king in her, right? You don't know that I'm your king. I'm not within you. I'm not within your heart and your mind and your soul and your spirit. The Lord said, worship me with all thy heart, thy mind, and thy soul. I'm not there. I'm not with you. Nah. Why have they provoked me to anger? See, ultimately you're just provoking Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai to anger against you. But see, the elect is, hey, we tired of getting our ass whooped. We tired of this, man. Lord willing, I'm the elect. Hopefully. Man. With their graven images, right? See, ultimately you're just worshiping really another God, technically, in which is your God is the so-called white man. Right? Because you ain't gonna have nothing but ghettos, vadios, and reservations here. Right? You're so proud in that, but go to Jamaica, and the only place that's really nice is where the goddamn tourists go. Right? And if there is a nice place, it's the people who basically like the Charles Barkleys, the Shacks, the people who plundered their own people so they can live good. Hey, Mr. Whiteman, I'll help you get the money. I just need a little chunk so I could buy me a good house and a good land and send my kids to a decent school. I don't mind. I don't like them niggas anyway. You know, you on Michael Jordan, man. Right? Right? That's all these other dudes are. Right? So it says yeah, with a strange vanities. Yeah, ultimately, I'm black. You know what about the Northern Kingdom? Right? In the Northern Kingdom, even when you heard what you call him, what's his name, Rabbi Harry Rosenberg, the 10 tribes ain't in Africa. The 10 tribes is here in America. Right? Man, these devils that tell you the truth without knowing they telling you the truth. You gotta listen, pay attention. He said, are they the 10 tribes? Possibly not, but they are part of the Igbo, and the Igbo is in Nigeria, and Nigeria is a place where the slaves got taken from, and so there's people that's in America that's actually descendants of these people who are Israel. Man, but this idiot will, I'm not, man, hey, listen, play your games if you want. You're playing, hey, listen, this is Russian roulette, and you're playing Russian roulette with a full clip, though. It ain't just like one bullet in the chamber. This is like a full clip you finna play with, homie. You know what I mean? And the Lord don't miss. Right? He says, where was I at? So lock it. Oh, the harvest is past, right? Because it's almost time for the Lord to come back. For the elect. The harvest is past. The summer is ended. And we are not saved, right? You are not saved. You're still in the ghettos, the vadios, the reservations, right? You're still in the goddamn Kingston. You know what I mean? Whatever the hardest ghetto is in Jamaica or wherever you at, you in these fucking slums, man. You in the fucking goddamn Haiti somewhere. You know what I mean? You niggas. Hey, and you're not saved. So what do all these other different gods or any different things have to do with you? When you're still in the hood, when you're still in the slums, when you're still in the vadios, the reservations, man, you niggas is sick, man. Okay, for the hurt of the daughter of my people, I am hurt. I am black. Hey, that's you. You just black, biggity black, bliggity black, black. Yeah, nigga, you want to be black? Yeah, you're gonna be black, man. And you're gonna be so black that you're gonna be erased off the planet, man. Esau's not playing, and he's finna bring in this charagma, right? The digital currency, and that's like Really, everything's finna go into the digital currency like in a couple of months. January 1st, nigga, you better have some type of digital, man. It's finna go down, man. So, yeah, the astonishment and have taken hold of me, right? You're in complete darkness and it's taking hold of you and you don't even know it, man. Right? Gross darkness, right? It says, is there no balm in Gilead? Is there no physician? Right? There's no physician for you, man. The whole head is sick, man. There's no physician for you. Why then is not the health of the daughters of my people recovered? Right? Because look, you do have a physician. That's why the Lord said, look, that's why he said in the beginning, am I not, what it says right here, is not the Lord in Zion? Is not her king in her? That's the physician. Yahushua is the physician. And of course he's within us. He's here. He's waiting on you, goddamn demonic niggas, to repent, man. And you could be healed. Yeah, so this is Luke chapter 5, verse 31. And Yahushua answered, said unto them, they that are whole need not a physician, but they that are sick. Right? The Lord is coming for, matter of fact, let's get the whole thing. Yeah, so this is Luke 5 and 31. And Yahushua answered, said unto them, they that are whole need not a physician, right? And that's ultimately what you're saying. I'm biggity black. I don't need God. I don't need nothing. I'm not part of that. I'm no Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So you don't need a physician. You good. Okay. But it says, those that are whole need not a physician, but they that are sick. And I came not to call the righteous, but sinners to repentance. See, ultimately, that's what it is, man. You don't want to repent. So the Lord is calling the sinners to repentance, man. And they said unto him, why do the disciples of John fast often, but make prayers, and likewise the disciples of the Pharisees, but thy eat and drink? And he said unto them, can ye make the children of the bride chamber fast while the bridegroom is with them? But the day will come when the bridegroom shall be taken away from them, and then shall they fast in those days. Yeah, so with all that, I want to give all praises and all honor and all glory unto Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who rule well. Salutations to the Akim and the Four Winds, preaching in truth and sincerity, risking their lives more now than ever, the hopeful elect, the elect. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners whose phenotype may look like another nation, but bloodline goes back to Israel and have come back to the fold. Shalom to you sisters, you Akwathium, who listen and learn under your husband, which is your spiritual leader, with meekness and with silence. Abba Ball.